Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, joined once again with Ohara Davies. We were just saying when we were on the Zoom call, we did about 20 minutes, and we were like, we ain't touched shoulders in a while, we ain't linked up in a while. I'm sitting ringside at York Hall tonight, and I'm like, there's my brother OD. He's back. How are you, bro?
I'm all good. You know, I don't really go out to shows anymore. I'm not really in boxing shows and stuff. I like to sit home and I like to watch it on the TV. But this is a Lee Eaton show, a Let's Go management show. And mate, these shows are the best in the business. Right now, it's only small hall shows still, but I reckon Let's Go management in the next few years is going to be holding big time shows. And you know, I'm glad that I'm here to experience it at this stage, because mate, it's going to be massive.
I was going to say, broadcasted on our own platform, Boxing Social, so Lee knows what's going on. Let's talk a little bit about tonight. Obviously, like you say, at the minute, small time, but room for progress going forward, especially with the backing of, you know, what Lee's got and being on these big platforms. I think we're live tonight on 3 channels, Into, Social and TalkSport. That shows that Lee's got some intent there.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Lee's really been around for years, and you know, he's got so much experience and he's made so much connections, contacts, and he knows how to put on a show. This show here is a lot better than a lot of the shows that I've seen that have been live on the TV. This show sold out, York Hall. It's completely sold out, and it's only 3rd or 4th fight in. Mate, it's the future.
Well, that's it, for sure. Let's move on to yourself. We caught up last time, we spoke about Sandor Martin, Giasov pulling out, Teofimo Lopez. I think next in line, which we touched on briefly, was that Lewis Ritson fight. Is there any more that we can go on that? Obviously, at the time you said that there was no real talks going on. Has anything progressed on that front?
There have been talks. But at the same time, I'm still waiting for the WBA to officially order the fight, because, mate, if they don't order the fight's not happening. So, but we have started talks, and now we just got to wait on the WBA. So, yeah, it's not really been any progress since then. Actually, there has been, I just can't really say it right now. But, yeah.
One of them ones. I was going to say, how does a fight between yourself and Ritson go? I know last time we caught up on Zoom, you said you don't rate him very highly. What sort of camp do you need to have to apply yourself for Lewis Ritson?
A below average camp would be enough for him. A below average camp. Mate, Lewis Ritson's easy work. They had this, I don't know how he got to whatever number he's at. What number is he? He's at number 5. How the hell did he get there? How the hell did he get there? You can't get a world ranking just by selling a bunch of tickets. This guy sells a few tickets, he's got a blue tick on Instagram and on Twitter. But what has he done to get to number 5? He's done nothing. He's beaten no one. Him and Davis Jr., who's also a bum, they went life and death. Come on, man. Come on, it's fucking bullshit. But at the same time, I'm not going to complain. It's the easiest route to a world title ever that I've ever seen. When I see his name, I'm like, fucking hell, it's like a free win. Crazy. I just got to go in there, punch his head in, get paid, and get the world title shot. Hell yeah.
I know you just touched on it on another interview, but a fight like this, where does it land? Obviously, Pro Bellum, where yourself are, not currently with a broadcaster, but yeah, where do we see a big fight like this?
Mate, when OD's involved, it will get a broadcaster. When I'm involved, they will find a broadcaster. Mate, this fight sells, it makes a hell of a lot of money. Everyone's going to want this show on their platform, so it's not about what channel is it going to go on, it's what channel do we want it to go on.
Very, very good point. Let's talk about the world of boxing as a whole. I think last time we spoke a little bit about Joshua Fury Joshua. I almost feel like it's a bit tedious talking about it, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, but we've been here, what, 3 years now, same conversations constantly going on. We've hit a bit of a brick wall again this week with Tyson Fury coming out, labelling Eddie, AJ, dossers, bums, all that sort of thing. You know, the sort of stuff we can expect from Fury. I think Frank Warren's put out tonight saying that there's a few more complications. I'll be honest, it looks like we're not going to see the fight now. Just your head and mindset on it all.
Mate, I think a big fight like this takes a lot of promotion, a lot of contracts, a lot of lawyers, a lot of talks. Mate, there ain't no way this fight was going to, like, there's no way that this fight's going to happen in how long, 10 weeks? Come on, man, there ain't no way it's going to happen. Tyson Fury might win the fight, yeah, AJ might win the fight, yeah, but it's not how it works in boxing. It's never worked like that. Big fights, they take a lot of time to go through and to happen. You can't just say, I want to fight and make it in about 10 weeks. It's not realistic. Even though they have given it a go, they have tried, the contracts have been sent, yes, but mate, it's too short of a time. Maybe the fight might happen around February or March next year. Maybe, yeah, I could believe that. Like, that money, I mean, that fight generates a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money that fight brings. And the promotion that fight would need, it's not gonna happen, mate. It's not gonna happen.
Do you believe that there is a side at fault in this? Because obviously Eddie and Frank have been quite respectful towards each other for a change. More going between the fighters as such, but I suppose AJ's not really said much either. If this fight doesn't happen on December 3rd, which I think is very unlikely, whose fault is it?
Business. It's not Eddie's fault, it's not Frank's fault, it's not AJ's fault, it's not Sasha's fault. It's just business.
A lack of time scale in to make a fight.
A lack of time scale. If anything, it's all their faults. For everyone saying that we're trying to make this fight on the 3rd of December, it's not going to happen. It's everyone's fault. They all know the fight's not going to happen. Don't send any contracts, don't do nothing. Just, mate, get a serious date, send the contracts, get the lawyers and the solicitors to look over it, and be serious about it. Don't feed us some bullshit about it's going to happen in about 10 weeks. It's some bullshit. And boxing fans, being gullible as hell, believe it. It's mad. It's mad.
Just on the Tyson Fury front, if he doesn't fight AJ, it looks like it'll be Manuel Charr, however we say it. Just your thoughts on Tyson Fury challenging someone like Manuel Charr for the W.
Saying bad things about Tyson, you're gonna go fight some bum, you're fighting a bum, we never heard this guy. I never heard us try in my life. But one thing, we can't say anything about Tyson Fury. We can't say, oh, you know what, this guy wants an easy fight. This guy took on Deontay Wilder when he was unbeaten, knocking out everyone. The hardest puncher in boxing, the feared man, knocked out everyone. Tyson Fury, he was a big overweight guy, on drugs, didn't fight for years. He came back, he had one fight, and then he fought the most feared man in boxing. This guy is a madman. This guy will fight anyone. The guy don't give a fuck. So how can anyone say, oh, you know what, you're taking an easy fight? Mate, if anything, he deserves an easy fight. He came back in the boxing. He had one fight when in all fairness, he should have had another 2-3 fights before fighting Deontay Wilder. Should have had 2, 3, 4 fights before a fight against him. He fought one guy, and then he fought him. Come on, man. Let him do what he wants to do, man. Tyson deserves to fight who he wants and to do what the hell he wants. No one can say anything to him.
OD, my brother, thank you for speaking to me at Boxing Social.